Something just shit on me. Well, howdy there, welcome along everybody. We're here today at Gabriel's Gully near Lawrence in New Zealand, and on this spot in May 11th 1861 Gabriel rediscovered gold, and we've come along here to do some gold panning, do exactly the same thing. That's all I can think of to say. So named Gabriel's Gully because of course Gabriel is the angel of gold panning, and so this whole area is full of gold. The gold comes out from the top of the hills up there and is washed down into the river here, and just in the dirt here it's absolutely chock-a-block full of gold. So coming up next then, we will give you instructions on how to pan your very own gold using a genuine $5 gold pan in the river here. So this then is an example of an old prospector's gold cave. You dig in there and get the dirt out, fill your gold pan with the dirt, and then in this nice deep water here you can pan for the gold by getting rid of all of the dirt and sand, leaving just the gold in the pan, which I'll show you how to do in a moment. Right, so the first step is to make sure you've got all the equipment that you need to do gold panning. Firstly and most importantly, you'll need a gold pan. This is an old fry pan we got from the second-hand store. Secondly, you'll need some gummy boots so that you can walk into the river here, get right in amongst it without getting wet feet. So that's the last thing you want, is wet feet when you're gold panning. And of course, third and most importantly, is you'll need a river. The river, of course, you need the water to pan the gold, but of course the river actually brings the gold down out of the hills and it settles in these deep spots here, as you can see. And last and most importantly, you will need a drink bottle. So we didn't really plan to catch any gold, but if you do, you need a little container to put it in. So you'll just pour your water with the gold in it into your water bottle, and then you can keep that somewhere safe, and then you have to go into town and get all the gold valued out of your bottle. But that's a crucial part of the equipment. Without that, the gold is just going to be left here in the river. So the first thing we want to do is fill that with some water and start getting rid of the dust that's in there. Alright, so then the technique to do it is to shake it around like this with a bit of water, and then the gold, which is much heavier, will sink to the bottom, and the lighter materials and the dust will come to the top. So once I've done that, I wash that out with a little bit of water by tipping the pan up on an angle and bringing it in and out of the water to drink like that. And you'll notice that each time I do that, a little bit of the surface material gets dragged out. So give that another good shake, get some more of that dust, and then again drink the water. And once you get to this stage, you can start picking out some of the large pieces. So that's not a gold nugget, so I'll throw that away. Quartz is good, because wherever there's quartz often there's gold following, so that's good. So pick out a few of those bits, give it another wash, and then drink the water. You can see now we're getting down to the finer sediment, and that's where our gold will be, in that bottom sediment. So once you start getting low like that, the key is to tip the pan up on a higher and higher angle, and that will get rid of the finer sediment, like this. Drinking the water, one last good shake, and then at a high angle, so what we're left with now is the very heavy material at the bottom of that sediment, and we can just draw that out and pick out the gold that's in there. So once you discover gold, the key to do then is to put it in your container. So get a bit of water, swap hands here. And then we just use the water to drain the pan of the container. And then the bottom of the container is all of our gold. Well, thanks for joining us everyone. Today, gold panning at Gabriel's Gully. We did very well. We got quite a lot of gold. We'll be keeping this gold. We won't be selling it for cash. It's much nicer just to have it here on display as a memento of our trip. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next time. Bye! Is it hot in here or what?